This is Pranmay Prashant Mandrekar, student of first year BM. My topic for the project is Oj. What is Oj? Sarva Dhatu Saram Ojaha Abhidhyate. Oj is said to be the essence, the Sara of all the seven Dhatu. Starting from Rasa, Rakta, Masa, Meda, Asti, Majja and Shukra, all the seven Dhatu essence is called as Oj. Now, for example, if we take milk from different animals like goat, cow, sheep, and then we boil the milk in different utensils, and then after getting the cream, we collect the cream and we churn it and we get the makhan. The makhan here is representing Oj. Now, if Oj called a Dhatu, then the answer is no. Dhatu is the one which can be Dharan, Poshan and has Gati. Talking about Oj do not provide nourishment to the body and that's why it is not called as a Dhatu. Oj is also not a Upadhatu because Upadhatu don't have Gati whereas Oj has Gati. Deha Sthiti Nibandhana. Ayurveda assumes that there is a strong entity which binds together the soul, mind, body and sense organ in a functional harmony. This entity is also guarding the body against the adverse condition which disturbs the homeostatic condition of the human body, and this guarding entity is called as Oj.
Different opinions given by different scholars. First, Ojas protects the life and hence it is called as Pranayatana. The shlok is Dasha Pranayatanani Tadyatha Murdha Kantha Rudayam Nabhiya Gudam Bastim Ojah Shukram Shonitam Mansamiti. According to Ashtanga Sangraha, Oja is the Sarans of Shukra Dhatu, hence Shukrasya Saram Ojaha. Oja is also called as Kapha or Shleshma, and the shlok is Prakutastu Balam Shleshma Vikruto Mala Uchyate Sachaivochaha Smrutaha Kare Sacha Pamo Padishyati. According to Ashtanga Hridaya, Ojas is the Mala of Shukra Dhatu, and the shlok is Kafaha Pittam Malaha Kheshu Svedaha Sahya Khamocha Sneho Kshita Gui Shamojo Dhatu Nama Kramasho Malaha.
The homeostatic mechanism through which Oj is enforcing its power seems to be of varying nature, because that is the reason why different scholars are having different opinions of the term Oj. But Oj is not a Dhatu, nor a Dosha, nor a Upadhatu. Oj do not have its own Agni or Stotra or particular gender. It can be increased with the help of certain food regime and exercises. The definition of Oj is stated in the shloka, saying that Tatra Rasadinam Shukrantam Yatparam Tejava Tatakhalu Ojaha Yatakhalu Ojaha Tadaiva Palam Iti Uchyate Swashastra Siddhanta. This states that from the Dhatu, Rasa till Shukra, all the seven Dhatus, Oj is said to be the Param Teja. Now Tej do not mean Ushna, Tej means the Saram, the essence of all the seven Dhatus, as said by the Swashastra Siddhanta, as said by their own books. Now, talking about the synonyms of Oj. The synonym of Oj include Dhatu Sara, Dhatu Teja, Dhatu Sneha, Jiva Shonika, Rasa, Bala and Prana. There are two types of Oj, Para Oj and Apara Oj. Para Oj is located in the heart, Apara Oj is located in the entire body. Para Oj function is to nourish and survive the fetus, whereas a function of the Apara Oj is to bind together the body, soul, mind and the sense organs of the human body. Now, talking about Para Oj, the Pramand of the Para Oj is 8 bindu or 8 drops. Apara Oj Pramand is half Anjali. Para Oj is not easily deviated by the external conditions like the diseases, whereas Apara Oj is easily deviated by them. Now let us see the formation of the Para Oj. Origin of the Para Oj is in the intrauterine life of the individual. A Para Oj is formed by the excellence of all the seven Dhatus. Now let us understand the formation of the Para Oj. Atrava and Shukra, they unite and form the Garbha. Garbha is present in the Garbha Rasa. Now the Garbha Rasa is the fluid which is formed after the union of both of them. In the Garbha Rasa resides the Oj. Now, according to Ayurvedic concept of embryology, it states that in the 4th month of gestation, the fetal heart is formed. Now, the Oj moves to the fetal heart and the cardiac activity of the heart begins. So, this is about the Para Oj formation. Now, let us understand what are the functions of Oj. Oj enhances the stability of Masma Dhatu. It increases the endurance power. It maintains the complexion and voice. Oj helps to keep the structural and functional administration of the body. It binds together the soul, mind, sense organs and the body. Now let us understand the physical qualities of the oj. Talking about its visible form, then it is rupa, it is shuddha shukla, pure white, slightly red and yellowish, that is ishata rakta pitta, lohita pitta. It is sarpi varna, that is it is resembling the Greek clarified butter. Its smell, that is gandha, is laja gandha or similar to the fried peri or parched cereals. It is rasa, that is taste. It is madhura, that is sweet. It is madhuras, honey like. Talking about its touch or sparsha, it is sheetal, that is cold. It is mrudu, that is soft. It is mrutsana, that is slimy. It is pishchila, that is it is sticky. Okay. Again, other qualities include guru, that is heavy. It is sthira, that is stable. The essence of all the seven dhatus, that is the oj, is said to be same as bala. But are both of them same? Then no. Now why both are not same? Because oj has its own qualities and functions. It is said to be the dravya, that is a metal. Now bala is not same as oj. Bala is the outcome of the physical work, that is the karma. What is bala? Bala is the capacity to do a physical work for a longer period of time. Bala depends upon kapha dosha and the qualities of all the dhatus. Now, if we highlight qualities of all the dhatus, the oj is said to be the essence of all the dhatus. So ultimately, bala is dependent upon the oj. They are not same, but bala is dependent upon the oj. Now, talking about bala does not mean only the physical work is dependent on the oj. Mental activity is also taken into consideration. Because if we talk about ojakshaya, the patient who is undergoing that is also becoming coward and depressed. This is because that oja is also the mental thing is also work is also depending upon the oja. Now let us understand the relation between oja and shleshma. Now along with the synonyms of oj like rasa, jivha shonika, okay, shleshma is also similar to oj. Now why? Because both of them they have similar kind of properties. Both are shita, that is cool. Both are shila, both are snigdha. Okay, so they are having common kind of properties. Therefore, kapha.
Good evening, doctor.
Yes. What happened?
Due to my busy schedule, I am unable to take proper rest, and my diet has been disturbed. And due to my workload, I can't even think of doing anything. I feel loneliness, negativity, anxiety, and sometimes fatigue too.
You often feel low energy.
Yes.
So these are the different symptoms which are seen in the patient who is having less oj, like the dry skin, the cold hands, anxiety, fear, then there is mental forgiveness, constipation, etc. etc. Acharya mentioned about the different causes of having less oj in the human being, like ati vyayama, that is excess of the physical activities or the exercise which is done by the person. Then there is rukshaman, that is if the person is drinking strong wine. Then there is bhaya, there is grief, there is sorrow, there is some kind of stress that the person is undergoing. There is chinta, there is constant worry that the person is undergoing. That is kati vyavaya, that is the excessive amount of stress done by the person. So likewise, different causes are told by Acharya. Also, that is in the night the person is awake, he is not taking proper amount of sleep. So these are the different causes which are explained by Acharya.
Okay. Now, in order to enhance your oj, you have to strictly follow all the eating habits. But before that, please tell me whether you eat all the freshly homemade food or you prefer all those frozen foods, the canned foods, the junk food.
Unfortunately, yes. Because by the time I reach home, I get tired. So I prefer those 2-minute meals.
Then you are doing all the proper harm needed for your body there, because the canned foods, the frozen foods, the junk food, the raw uncooked foods, these are leading to a depletion of your oj, and because of that you are suffering from all this kind of symptoms.
Sorry, doctor, for being such a careless person. Please tell me some healthy food.
Now you have to be very particular about your eating habits. In order to enhance your oj, you have to drink the go dugdha and go grudha, that is the cow milk and the cow ghee. These are the two ingredients which are best in order to enhance the oj. Apart from that, you have to eat the dry fruits like dates, almonds, then cashews, even raisins. Raisins when soaked in water and eaten are the best to enhance the oj. Then, talking about the veggies, all the leafy vegetables you have to take. Fruits like avocado, banana. Then seeds like those pumpkin seeds, the sesame seeds, they are also preferred. Then you have to eat the wheat roti, then the rice. These all ingredients are. Along with the food, the herbs are also best in enhancing the oj. Herbs are the nature's natural healers.
Now herbs, they are full of chemicals or the vitamins and minerals which are required to increase the urge in the body. There are different herbs which can be used as ginger, turmeric, neem, basil. Then there is guruchi, ashwagandha. Now ginger is hot in action. It decreases the aggregated vata and kapha and hence helps in fighting the infections and increases the immunity. Talking about ashwagandha, ashwagandha restores the energy levels. And licorice root powder along with honey and ghee is the best way to increase the immunity. Okay, now along with whatever food I told you, you have to take proper amount of sleep. Okay, then you have to perform simple exercises. Okay, don't take too much of stress, don't give too much of stress to your body, but simple exercises you can do. You can do yoga, the yin yoga, all the restorable yoga, the slow moving yogas are preferred. Okay, now when you get up early in the morning, just have a morning walk or you can have a night swim. These are all the things which you need to do. Along with that, stay happy, stay positive, don't take stress, because stress is the reason or the cause for many diseases that happen to the human being.
Good evening, doctor.
Yes. So how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling better now. Thank you, doctor. Now I'm taking proper sleep. I'm doing my exercises on time and I'm feeling much more better than before. Doctor, being a diabetes patient, my sugar level is now normal. So how the concept of oats is related to me?
Diabetic people who have their sugar levels normal feel that they are completely fine, but less urge in their body may result in some kidney problem or other problem in their later life. Also, people who suffer from the disease, their skin is completely looking fine, everything which was earlier has gone, but the new growth has not been seen in the system. This means that these are the symptoms of less urge in their body. Age is considered as an important factor for the human survival. As long as age is in its physiological status, human body maintains the homeostatic condition. Now, if there is any disturbance caused to that, it is called as Oja Vikrita. Now, Oja Vikrita can be of three stages: Oja Visrama, Oja Vyapat, and Oja Kshaya. Now, let us discuss the three different stages with three different patients showing the symptoms of these three stages.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Sonam Godkar. I often get fatigue. There is a feeling of looseness and displacement in joints. I am unable to perform all my daily work. There is a lethargy in my organs. I am not feeling well physically as well as mentally. My body is weak and I feel numbness.
So, as told by the patient has told the different symptoms that are seen in this. Ojra Visramasa is caused because of the displacement of oj due to some injury. Now, what are the different symptoms? The patient feels looseness in the joints, there is weakness in the body, the three doshas they move away from their normal seats, then the patient is unable to perform the normal functions. So, these are the different symptoms which are seen in Ojra Visramasa.
Hello, my name is Janvi Bagan. I often feel like exhausted after doing small works. I feel like drowsy and that kind of feeling of heaviness in my body. I feel that stiffness and sleepiness in any working hours. In spite of taking lot of sufficient sleep, I always feel like sleepy and I feel that my body movements are restricted.
The second one is Oja Vyapat. So, as told by the patient, the symptoms include there is stiffness and heaviness in the body, there is change in complexion. Because of the impairment of the Vata dosh, there is swelling. Okay, then the patient gets Nidra, that is sleep, there is drowsiness, the patient feels exhausted. So, these are the different symptoms seen in Oja Vyapat condition. Now, what do you mean by Oja Vyapat? What happens to the Oj? The Oj is contaminated by the vitiated doshas and dhatus. Now let us see the third stage, that is Ojakshaya.
My name is Purva Raut and I am having these symptoms from past few days. Due to my job in Rajasthan, I am feeling overexerted. I get less sleep. I feel depressed. Even I feel angry more often. I I feel weakness, fatigue, and fear. I feel physically and mentally dull. Even I have observed that my skin has been dried up.
So this was the patient showing the symptoms of Ojakshaya. Now what happens in Ojakshaya? In Ojakshaya, Oj is decreased in its physiological measure. And there are certain food regime, exercise regime through which, even certain drugs through which we can enhance it. Now what are the different symptoms that are seen in the patient who is suffering this? There is because of dieting, then there is overindulgence in the sex, okay, then there is overexertion causes this. Then if the patient is suffering from it, the patient has anxiety, fear, weakness, the patient starts vomiting. Because of old age and trauma also this can happen. So these are the different reasons. According to Acharya Sushruta, he says that syncope, decrease in the masma dhatu, coma, death, then delirium are the different symptoms that are shown by the patient. Now, what kind of food the person is expected to eat in these conditions? The person is expected to eat the madhura, snigdha, shita, and light food. That is the sweet, ankush, and cold kind of food. That is the food which is easily digestible. Second thing, bath also facilitates the oj. Maintaining proper agni is also a factor which has to be taken into consideration. Then also keeping an eye on the kind of jewelry or wearing proper jewelry also facilitate oj.